Good evening. This is Akashvani Kohima. I'm Jonas Yanthan with Evening News. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi distributes over 70,000 appointment letters to the newly inducted recruits via video conferencing. Nationalist Democratic Progressive Party appeals Government of India to take highest possible action against the perpetrators where two women were paraded naked in Manipur. Union Minister for Jal Shakti Gajendra Singh Shekhawat releases Manual for Disaster Management Plan. And Centre releases guidelines for Signage on expressways and national highways to enhance road safety. Now the news in detail. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today distributed over 70,000 appointment letters to newly inducted recruits via video conferencing. While addressing the new appointees, the Prime Minister said Roska Mela is an attempt to empower the youth and encourage their active engagement in the nation's progress. He said that the role of youth would be crucial in our efforts to make India a developed country by 2047. Modi said government is committed to providing maximum employment opportunities to the young talents of the country. Prime Minister Modi said the employment fairs have created an important identity for themselves. Nationalist Democratic Progressive Party (NDPP) has expressed shock at the recent emergence of a viral video where two tribal sisters were paraded naked, molested and raped by a mob in Manipur. In a press statement it said such barbaric and horrific acts do not belong to a civilized society. The NDPP said this act of two innocent unarmed women being the victims of a large group of heavily armed men is highly condemnable, and the concerned authorities must ensure that justice is duly served at the earliest. The NDPP fervently appealed the Government of India not only to take highest possible action against the perpetrators of these crimes against humanity, but also to take concrete steps to rebuild the confidence of the people and also ensure that order is restored. Union Minister for Jal Shakti Gajendra Singh Shekhawat released a Manual for Disaster Management Plan during the two-day National Conference of Rural Water, Sanitation and Hygiene WASH Partners Forum at Vigyan Bhavan in New Delhi, which culminated today. The manual is developed by the Department of Drinking Water and Sanitation to ensure safety, uninterrupted supply and minimum loss of water, sanitation, hygiene, WASH assets and services involving stakeholders at a national, state, district and village level. The plan aligns with two flagship programs on WASH implemented by the department, namely the Jal Jeevan Mission and Swachh Bharat Mission Gramin. It includes gender-based vulnerabilities, issues concerning scheduled caste and scheduled tribes, elderly, children and people with disabilities. Centre has released guidelines for signatures on expressways and national highways to enhance road safety. It focuses on further improving road safety by incorporating best practices and world standards to offer improved visibility and intuitive guidance to drivers. Road signatures are essential components of road infrastructure as they provide vital information and instructions to drivers. In the initial phase, the guidelines will be implemented on all upcoming highways, expressways and greenfield corridors. The Ministry of Health has achieved a significant milestone for National Daily Mental Health Program of India by receiving over 2 lakh calls on the Daily Manas helpline since its launch in October 2022. The ministry said the service is functional over 42 Daily Manas cells across 31 states and union territories. It is catering to over 1,300 calls per day in 20 languages by 1,900 trained counsellors running first-line services. Union Health Minister Dr. Mansukh Mandaviya, while congratulating the countrymen, said the government is committed to providing access to quality mental health care for all across the country. This news comes to you from Akashvani, Kohima. You can also listen to this news bulletin on News Online app and YouTube channel AIR News Kohima. The Directorate General of Civil Aviation, DGCA, has conditionally accepted the flight resumption plan submitted by Go First. It has approved Go First plan to restart operations of 114 daily flights with 15 aircrafts. The aviation regulator said Go First will be required to comply with all applicable regulatory requirements for holding an air operator's certificate at all times. It must ensure the continuation of the airworthiness or fitness of all its aircrafts engaged in the operations. DGCA stated that none of the Go First aircraft will be deployed for operations without undertaking a satisfactory handling flight. Union Earth and Science Minister Kiren Rijiju said India is going to play the lead role in ocean coastal research. Addressing the Silver Jubilee function of the National Centre for Coastal Research (NCCR) today, the Union Minister said the global community is learning inside and beneath the ocean, and it is a long way to go. He said for the larger contribution of the blue economy, we need to understand ocean life. National Centre for Coastal Research (NCCR) Chennai has completed 25 years of service in addressing the coastal challenges by implementing society's important research programs. The ministerial meeting of the 14th Clean Energy Ministerial and 8th Mission Innovation Meeting started in Goa yesterday under the chairpersonship of Union Minister for Power and New and Renewable Energy R.K. Singh. Ministers of over 30 participating countries, heads of delegations, and representatives of international organizations were present in the inaugural session of the ministerial meeting. Addressing the ministerial, Singh said that climate change is a concern for all and each one should play a positive role to combat it. The Union Minister informed that India has performed a Achieve and Trade scheme for industries which encourages them to implement sustainable practices resulting in 105 million tons of emission reduction per annum. Deputy Commissioner and Chairman Wokha District Sports Council Ajit Kumar Ranjan unveiled the official logo and flag of Wokha District Cricket Association WDCA today at Deputy Commissioner's Conference Hall, Wokha. The DC congratulated members and the new team of WDCA led by Jenitang Humzoy and expressed hope that under the new team, the association will go a long way in taking forward the gentleman's game to higher standard. The DC also said that it is very encouraging to see Cricket Association in Nagaland progressing on a positive note by way of promoting and giving platform to the youngsters. The Deputy Commissioner also felicitated Nzantang Mujui and Meriyani Kikon for becoming the first players for the community to play the major game for Nagaland. Wokha District Football Association conducted football trial selection at the public ground Wokha today. Selection was done for boys in two categories, under 12 years and 16 years. Altogether, over 300 participants turned up for the trial. 20 students were selected from under 12 category and 39 selected from under 16 category. The selected players will now form the Wokha district football team and represent the district at the state level. After the state level, the selected team will further represent the state at national level. The trial was conducted as per the guidelines from the Nagaland Football Association. And in weather, India Meteorological Department has predicted light to fairly widespread rainfall likely over northeast region. Isolated heavy rainfall is likely to occur in Nagaland on 26th of this month. Meanwhile, Kohima today recorded a maximum temperature of 28.4 degrees Celsius with 18.8 degrees Celsius as the minimum temperature. And now to end the news, here are the main points again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi distributes over 70,000 appointment letters to newly inducted recruits via video conferencing. Nationalist Democratic Progressive Party appeals Government of India to take highest possible action against the perpetrators where two women were buried naked in Manipur. Union Minister for Jal Shakti Gajendra Singh Shekhawat releases manual for disaster management plan. and Centre releases guidelines for Signage on expressways and national highways to enhance road safety. That is all we have in this evening news bulletin. Good night.